Did I get ripped off by Hollywood? Stick around because this story is crazy and I really just want to hear what other people think. Let's wind the clocks back to 2019. At the time, I was working with some young filmmakers, helping them on their short films. I was on the post-production side doing music. I was showing up to film festivals with them, and I had the time of my life. It was so fun. I got to hang out with my nerdy, creative friends and share things with others, and I caught the filmmaker bug. At the time, I already got a camera and some editing software, and I decided I was going to do a short film of my own with the express purpose of doing it in a short film festival. I was educating myself, and I learned that when you're doing a short film, you don't have the time that you do for a feature film where you can flesh out the story and the characters and all that. So for a short film, your best bet is to do a single event in a single location, minimal actors, and so basically the best ones are the ones that try to have a twist at the end and try to subvert audience expectations. So with this in mind, I decided I was going to do a short horror film. I'm not a huge horror fan to begin with, but the horror genre seemed to be the avenue that most young filmmakers were able to get their name out there with. So I sat down and I sketched out a concept. It was a young girl kidnapped by a bad guy, and the audience is led to believe that, oh yeah, this is like a Taken type of movie. However, the twist was that this little girl was in fact a monster, and the guy that we all saw kidnap her was the actual hero of the story. We just didn't know that until the end. By the way, the name of the short film I did was called Abigail. It was a short film, only about 6 pages or so. And I can leave it here in the video and you guys can read it if you want to. So that was the gist of it. And I sent it to some other filmmaker friends to get some feedback. I sent it to another writer friend of mine, and everybody seemed to really like it. And we were all on board. So I was trying to see if I can get some help from my other filmmaker friends with casting and location and basically anything else that we're going to need to pull it off. It was a zero budget, simple story that I thought would have like a reasonable effect. So we were hard at work. We were sending it out to people, seeing if we could find interest. Long story short, it never materialized, as these things often do. I was working full time, and it was just a monumental effort that I wasn't going to be able to really pull off at that point. So the film was put on the back burner with the understanding that eventually I'm going to pick it up again, reach out to some friends, and I'm going to make it. Fast forward about 4 or 5 years later, where I'm sitting on the couch with my brother. I'm working on something on the computer while my brother is watching some movie review channel on YouTube. I'm not really paying attention to what's going on, but my brother pauses the video that he's watching and he said, "Hey, wasn't that something similar to what you were trying to do?" So he rewinds it and I listen,